Did Lego sets always tell you to sort your kits by color? I don't know if that's coming. Is that coming through? Because I don't remember seeing that being a thing on here. Because I used to do it like eventually when I turned like when eventually I got smart and started realizing that separating was the right way to go. But I don't think I was ever told that. Actually, you know what? Let me... Focus. There we go. That's better. You know, as a matter of fact, Lego Star Wars was my first ever foray into what Star Wars was at all. I mean, obviously, I had seen one of the movies. I saw actually I actually saw Phantom Menace first when I was real little, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. Like, I had just always grown up knowing that like Star Wars and tech shit was cool, or at least to me it was. So it was never like oh, I gotta go out of my way and see all this. It was stuff that I imagined everybody eventually saw. But Lego Star Wars was the first time I actually sat down and went through the whole story, and it got me to go and read the books even. I read I'm one of the few people who read the Star Wars books back in the day, which I think's real fun. I liked a lot of the Legends series. But, you know, and obviously I've been growing with the franchise as it goes, but I'm not like a super die-hard fan or anything. At least, like I feel like there was like a good chunk for a minute where I was. But I don't know where I left off before, but as I was saying, Lego Star Wars was like the only way I got Star Wars media originally. But like I enjoyed it so much. I remember getting the game as a kid, and being the kid I was, I would beg for a game every now and then at GameStop, which would piss my parents off, you know, understandably. So that game actually, like, they hid it in their closet and said I wasn't allowed to have it. And I remember my brother and I ran a whole operation to go steal it that night so we could play it the next morning. They held the game hostage ever again, just because there was no point. Oh, I missed the backpacks, didn't I? I gotta put their little, oh, they have their own little bricks that you attach to them. Okay. Okay, so then I'm looking for a couple of extra bricks in here, though. Oh, actually, they're gonna be in the small brick holder, huh? So that's why they tell you to take everything out of the packaging now. It's because they package everything so separately. That's weird. I was so used to all the pieces just for each item being separated by bag. I think they did that. They did that around the time that they were doing like the Transformers, like, was it Lego Creo? Whatever it was, I didn't like it. But I remember they were spending their time working on that, and they made it so that every piece was just like, there were so many, and they were all bundled together, and you could not do it if you didn't separate those by color. I remember it was like they were a huge set, and I spent days on it. But it was a payoff, it sure was. That used to be the thing. That used to be like the big deal. That's why I don't go to birthday parties anymore either. Because back in the day, I used to be able to just give people Lego sets and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But now I'm so bad at giving gifts. I haven't gone to a birthday party in like 6 years. With the exception of like my best friend, because I know he didn't expect a gift from me. And it's not like I won't buy one, it's just I am really bad at knowing people. Like, I'm always worried, you know, I'm gonna buy them something they already have, or, you know, something like that. I never want to be that guy. It also doesn't help that if I did get the same gift as somebody, like if I got somebody the same gift that they had already gotten, I would have died, like, in the party right then and there. So it's like, one way or the other, it's gonna be like that. I should have done this forever ago. It's been so, like, I had been meaning to do like a Lego stream forever. It's just so much. It's like one of the simplest, most fun things to just sit around and do. But I always thought, I was like, who really wants to sit here and build Legos? I'm like, of course, I fucking love Legos, dude. There was when the Lego Space Collection came out, that was like the big set that I liked to buy a lot of. I bought so many of those, unbelievable. we had like a whole tub, like 2 whole tubs full of just random Legos from those sets. I wanted to get a lot of Lego Ninjago stuff because when that show was like out, like that was like the show, the form of Lego media that did the best job was Lego Ninjago, without a doubt. Like they just knew what they were doing. Like they nailed it, and I know there's plenty more that I haven't even seen that they also did a really good job with. The movie, I'm not too sure because it looks like it doesn't connect to the show, and I like the show's canon better. Alright. So there's the speeder. Hold on, let me bring it up to the camera. There's the speeder. It's got itself all hooked up, got its chairs in the back. I'm missing one of the back boosters. I don't know where that went. And then this is the little front view as it, comes towards you and all that. And let me go ahead and plop these guys in there before I call it finished completely. And this will go next to one of my other Lego Star Wars kits I have on my shelf. Because I actually got a Lego set for my girlfriend last Valentine's Day, and that's the only one I still own. All my old Lego sets went to my siblings, and as much of a shame as that is, I don't think it's much of a loss because they probably use it more than I do. They would use the Legos way more often than I would. Cover this spot with this little epaulet so that I don't miss a piece. But that's the final bit. We've got the speeder done. That's our first Lego set, so that's our first stream done.